One thing I really like about writing is that I can look back on a poem I wrote when I was 15 and be like, wow, so like this is how my brain worked back then, or these are the people I loved, or these are the things I liked, or what frustrated me at the time. And like to compare that with what I write now, like I can see how much I've grown, not only as a writer, but also as a person. It's crazy to see the progress.
It is crazy. It's,
yeah.
And part of it's like, wow, what was I
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh my god, why did I write that? That was so cliche or so cheesy.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's all part of the process.
Exactly. And it's all right, Bridgette, let's really like start at the beginning. When you were growing up, were there big literature inspirations? Like, were your parents big writers, readers?
So my dad's a modern architect, and I think I got like the creativity of myself from him, but my mom was a reporter/journalist. So I got like the writing part of myself, I think, from her. Like growing up in my house, like we were always encouraged to like read a lot, and I think reading a lot inspired me to like write a lot.
When did you first start experimenting with creative writing?
Honestly, I think elementary school, we would have these homework packets, and they would have like all the different subjects of our homework, and they would always do Friday. And my favorite part of those homework packets were always the creative writing portions.
Yeah.
But in elementary and middle school, it was mostly just like writing short stories. And I really liked it, but one thing I noticed that I was having a lot of trouble with was like coming up with my own ideas. I could never come up with like an original plot or an original character. Like everything I thought of, I felt like was already written. I found poetry and like learned to write more about myself. It just kind of like switched.
Have you always been comfortable with public speaking?
No. I've always been like I think even now I would consider myself an introvert. I'm definitely on the shyer side, but I feel like with spoken word poetry, it was like the first time I could like, I don't know, I loved the stories that I could write, and like my voice within adding the performance element gave me confidence in public speaking in a way. Coming up with these stories and these worlds in my head and then putting them onto paper and then sharing them with other people had made me like start to love public speaking. Sometimes I'll write like every day for a week if I'm like have a lot of inspiration or there's like a lot of change going on in my life. But other times I might not write for like 2 or 3 months if like everything feels stagnant and like I don't really have inspiration.
What inspires you?
Conversations in daily life, specific memories or really important moments in my life. I like to preserve them in poetry.
In terms of your mental health, like what does poetry represent for you, like as an outlet? Like
for me, it helps me cope in so many different ways. Like when I'm angry or feeling so much of one emotion, it just lets me get it all out on the page. It also helps me heal. I think a lot of the times people, I mean, I still do, like we bottle up our emotions and we try not to think about it. But when I'm writing, you really have to confront what you're feeling, and like physically writing it out or like even speaking it out loud to other people really makes your truth become real.
And for this one, Bridgette, stare straight into the camera.
Oh god, okay.
If you can do it, just like fucking
I wish I memorized.
Stare bullets into the camera. That would be awesome.
What am I supposed to say?
I'm trying to figure out. And action.
When I returned to San Francisco, this is how I breathe again. Bonfire smoke and half a hit of Cloud9, the smell of paint filling my Thursday lungs with color. I've been gone a long time. 2 sweltering summers and my teeth have softened to sea glass when I've always prayed for gems, something sparkling to make new friends, but no matter, because here I found buried treasure. Here back up the coast, Andrew's dreams a luminescence I could boast about forever. Did I not tell you how he is my personal lighthouse? His hope will guide you out of the darkness when all is lost and gone, and now I understand what Lord meant when she said, summer slipped us underneath her tongue, because August is a promised language of love. Belly filled with belonging whenever I see Kayla's open arms. Lauren's laughter, a lingering lullaby that plays in the soundtrack of my dreams. Ask for the keys of my home and I will just give you a set of names. Different souls that could unlock every chamber of my heart. Blood rush of a glow never ending, forever spending my breath on lyrical lectures and color theory. Maybe my love language is the way Jared speaks about art. His mind a museum I would give a limb to live in. Since coming back, I've aged 1 year and 10 million girls in the mirror and will continue to grow older. Maybe, with the right people, I can put the clock in a coma, preserve myself in their eyes, love so deeply my happiness plants itself in them. So I never run out, so I never die, so I'm generations of softness seeping into every room someone I know walks into. And I never not want to be right here, in this present moment, suspended between who I was and who I hope to be. If I guzzle enough streetlights, will I melt into the city? Will your name and my breath become the fog? We're living in numbered days. Our youth slow dancing with another shot, another lover, another anything that will hide us from the horizon of growing older, but I'm hopping on the bus now. Not the 5 or the 31, but the one called infinity. It's supposed to go where I'm meant to be. So will you be at the end, waiting for me?
Oh, I've aged a year and 1,000 girls in the mirror.
Bars. Straight